You're watching NBC.
Is the goaltender for the National Hockey League world champion Detroit Red Wings, as well as the MVP of the Stanley Cup playoffs. It's a real thrill to have him here. Please welcome Mike Vernon. Thank you very much. This is very unexpected, but thank you. I appreciate this. Come on over, sit and have a seat.
How you doing, Andy?
This is the Conn Smythe Award, is that right?
Yeah.
Cool. This is the Most Valuable Player Award. It's very nice. It's cool.
It's
This
not
would look
bad.
so good on my desk. We could have it here. We could just have this here every night.
Nice
This
paperweight.
It's beautiful. This is the first cup in 42 years for you guys. Is that
Yes,
right?
for Detroit.
For Detroit.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
42 years, that's incredible.
You are now, you get to keep this thing, or you just get it for a year? What's the story?
No, that goes back to the Hall of Fame back in Toronto. And the Stanley Cup is shared by everyone. Everybody gets it for a couple days during the summer.
Oh, what are you going to do with your couple of days then with the Stanley Cup?
Well, the Cup's traveled quite a bit already, but I have a place, summer cottage, that I'll probably take it up there too, and
Sounds
just
romantic.
get back and relax and let.
Put on a little.
There's been known people to sleep with it.
Put on a little Barry White. And what the hell?
Just enjoy it with family and friends.
So you get it for a few days, and you just people are going to do crazy things with it, right? You can take it water skiing, or you can.
Yeah, people have been known to do crazy.
People have done
things with
crazy
it, yeah.
things. People have, like, poured chowder in it and eaten out of it and thrown it off buildings and things like that. You're going to be more respectful, though, I would think.
Well, that's the nice thing about the Stanley Cup. You can drink out of it. I think that's about the, that's the only major award that you can drink out of. Super Bowl is.
So you just sort of look at it as a giant beer stein, pretty much. That's a nice attitude. You are the king of Detroit now. How does that feel? I mean, you could have any auto company make you a car. You could just say to General Motors, make me up a car. When you walk the streets, I mean, this must be an incredible feeling.
It has been absolutely crazy right there right now, and the fans have been outstanding. The parade was amazing. There was over 1 million people at the parade. They've been very good. They've been well behaved. Everything's been very professional, and it's been out of control.
Sounds like a real blowout. Everything's been very professional. And
they call it Hockey Town, but this summer I think it's going to turn into Party Town.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a good time. And I want to talk a little bit about being a goalie, because you're a goalie, and in professional sports, few jobs fascinate me more than that of the goalie. Because I look at you guys and I think. It's a really hard job. First of all, you got someone firing pucks at you. How fast do they travel? Is it, 150 miles an hour?
No, between about 80 to 100 miles an hour.
Oh, that's nothing. Oh, I can take that.
Piece of cake.
All right. No, well, then I should be doing it. I'm curious, when you're a goalie and all the action is at the complete other end of the ice, sometimes I'm thinking, and there's no chance that the puck's going to be coming down your way for a while, does your mind ever just wander?
On occasion, it's the odd time there's some pretty girls in the crowd. You kind of catch your eye once in a while, and you do kind of wander a bit. But
you actually walk over to the girls?
Hi. I skate from corner to corner once in a while just to keep my legs going, and you kind of look up in the crowd, and sometimes you see friends up there having them kicking back, enjoying the game, having a beer. So
that would look so bad if actually they scored off you and you weren't in the net, and they looked over and you were talking to a girl behind the glass.
Hi, how are you? I usually do that when there's a timeout.
You do that. That's when you can do it. All right, Let's talk about the something else that's a little strange. You're now very famous in Detroit. You've won the MVP. You played brilliantly, but all the time you were wearing a mask. And I'm curious, does that mean that you don't get recognized if you go to a nice restaurant? Do you ever bring the mask with you? You're not getting recognized, and then, Oh, yes, Mr. Vernon, right this way.
I was on a talk show, the radio show the other day, and a lady had called in, and she said I look sexy with the mask on. I'm like, I never thought I looked sexy with it, but maybe I'll try it one night, go out with it on, and see what happens.
Yeah, terrorizes sorority. Yeah, that's going to work. It's going to work really well. No, I don't think so. That's more frightening than anything else. Talk about for a second the Colorado Avalanche. You guys and the Colorado Avalanche had this incredibly intense rivalry that actually as sports rivalries go, pretty nasty at times. Yeah. And you actually got into a fight at one point with their goalie, right?
Yeah.
Now I was thinking, how do two goalies fight? You're like a couple of 100 feet apart, and you throw down. It would take 20 minutes to get to each other. What happened actually?
We are pretty slow, so it did take a while.
Like,
we met at center ice, kind of.
When I get there, yeah, me too. As soon as I get there, you're in a lot of trouble.
But
and then you're heavily padded when you do get there. It's like two guys in Nerf suits.
Yeah, it took a while to get the gloves off and everything, the mask and things like that. But,
buffeted by nice cushions as you fight each other after a 40-minute walk. But it was pretty intense, though.
We do have a good rivalry with the Avalanche, and it's pretty intense, and sometimes the emotions get a little crazy and things like that. And the odd time there is a fight, and sometimes it's not the best part of the game, but the emotions do get going, and you just take care of business. And we were all penalized for it, and the game went on after.
Talk about the penalty box just before we run out of time. The penalty box, it's the only thing in sports where you do something bad, and they actually say, you go over there and you sit down and you think about what you did. It's kind of a very strange thing. You ever... You know,
slap shot. You go feel shame.
Yeah, you just
in 2 minutes.
When you're sitting in the penalty box, you actually like, oh, gee, I did that. Are you actually thinking about it,
Unfortunately, I don't get to spend time in there because I'm a goaltender. They don't put a goaltender in there. They'll either kick him out of the game or just leave him there, and one of the other players on the team have to go in and serve the 2-minute minor or the 5-minute major penalty.
All right. Well, you have a lot to be grateful for, and also to feel good about. You played brilliantly, and it was a thrill having you come on the program. People are very excited for you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, come back on the show again sometime, and we'll keep this for you. All right. Mike Vernon, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Thanks for coming.